Perfectionism, I think, is a socially acceptable disease. It ruins lives and it has a negative impact on teams. And let me make it clear, I'm not against having high standards or striving for excellence. Yeah, perfect. Perfectionism, this idea that if I don't do something perfectly, I am bad, I have failed, I am not worthy, that kills. Because what it is perfectionism is an internal voice that's, you've got to do it better, you've got to do it right, you've got to do it perfectly. You can't be seen to fail. If you fail, the world will end. If you fail, you're bad. If you fail, people will criticize you. If you fail, you're not good enough. You're not worthy enough. You're not valuable enough. And it's a little insidious voice that just whispers in people's ears and goes, and it causes very bad behavior in teams. Because we have, as human beings, a natural tendency not to do things that make us feel bad. So if I've got an overcritical internal voice, so as soon as I do anything, it's not good enough, I feel bad, well then the first thing to do is not do anything at all. Procrastinate. Certainly don't try anything new, because I'm not certain that I'm good at this yet. And if I fail, if I'm seen to be failing, I'm bad, I'm not worthy. So people don't do anything new. People also go into distraction activities. They can look very, very busy. They look very, very busy doing something that's not actually important to prevent them from facing their fear of doing what is important badly. It's quite funny when you see it in action. It can also mean that they blame other people a lot. Because if it's all their fault out there, not mine, their fault, then I don't feel so bad. Because the reason it all went wrong was they failed. They didn't do this for me, or they didn't do that for me, or they didn't fulfill that, or they didn't do this. So that's when it can have a very negative impact on a team, because it can break a team. This blame culture comes in. I have to be seen to be perfect all the time. And therefore, I protect myself by blaming you for when things go wrong and accepting no responsibility for myself. Sadly, it seems research is showing that perfectionism is showing up with our young people. And only this week, I was talking with someone and she said, I've got this young person coming on who hasn't practiced, that she runs a beauty salon, so it's all about nails, hasn't practiced doing nails. Well, no, she won't, because she's not doing them perfectly. So every time she messes up a nail, she berates herself so badly that she won't do it again. And she said, not only that, Sue, but when I do give her instruction, she doesn't appear to hear me. And I'm thinking, no, she won't, because she's so stressed about the fact that she could do it wrong, she's going to do it wrong, that she can't even hear instruction. She can't even hear you helping her. It's a disease. And it's a socially acceptable disease. But it's one that we need to change. We need to go to honest effort and application to hit high standards, to become better than we were yesterday. And to learn and to accept that actually failing is a part of succeeding. Failing is how we learn and how we become better tomorrow. So what can you do if you're managing a perfectionist? Well, you might have an opportunity to say to them, I believe you to be a perfectionist, and these are the reasons why I think you may be a perfectionist, and provide evidence as to why you think they might be. But it's rather like telling someone, if you say to someone, stop berating yourself so hard, it's like saying to someone, don't think of a pink elephant. Because they'll immediately berate themselves really hard about the fact that they're berating themselves really hard. Sort of catch-22. So what you need to do is stay pretty close to them, and what you need to role model for them and demonstrate for them is healthy self-talk. The talk that they should be giving to themselves, rather than the constant, I should be doing it right all the time, I can't possibly fail, if I fail I'm useless, I'm worthless, I'm wrong, I'm bad. So what is healthy self-talk to replace that old script with? Well, the first thing is to reward and recognise effort, not results. You tried. That is really brilliant. That's absolutely ace. That's all I want you to do. You tried. Well done. Then you look at the results and you go, this is so interesting. And you list everything that's good about the results. Long list. This was right. That was right. That was right. Well done. That's spot on. Fantastic. I'm thrilled. And then identify the one or perhaps two things that could be improved on. And this is where you say, okay, so you weren't happy with that. What have you learnt about doing that part of the task to improve next time? So you really want to get this across to them that a failure is a gift, because that gift is the learning about what you can do next time to improve. And then you go on and you go, great, you tried again, brilliant. Did that change things? Did that improve that little bit? Great, we're on our way there. This is going in the right direction. Go and fail again. Really normalizing failure, really getting failure to be part of everyday life. Failure is part of growth. Failure is part of being a human being. And if you can chuck in a bit of humour, a bit of a laugh, oh gosh, a few stories about how you failed and learnt as a result, anything really to normalise this and to get them this sense of achievement. This girl with the nails, I was saying, have her practice nails, take a photograph of it, then have her go and practice nails 50 times over. Boom, boom, boom. Every time learning, what can you do differently? What can you do differently? What can you do differently? Every time. And then take a photograph of the end after 50 and compare the two, because she will have moved forward in practicing 50 times. And she needs evidence that she is improving and that she's got there. The last thing to give a perfectionist is really important. It's this idea that good is good enough. Have we hit our objective? So whatever the task may be, what's the objective of this task? Have we hit the objective? Great, then that's good enough. Yeah? Perfection is never reached. We are never perfect. We get tiny little glimpses of it sometimes. I don't know, driving on a summer's day with the window down and our favourite song comes on the radio and we're singing along. We get moments of just perfection. But most of life is not like that. Especially when you drive around the corner and there's a traffic jam and it's like, oh God. You know, life is not perfect. But it can be a lot of fun and we can achieve a lot of things. And we can be really, really proud of ourselves for trying, for showing up, trying and learning. Good luck. Take care now. Bye.